No sound, let's put it up here. Okay, there we go. We're live. I guess, I assume. Let's see. We're doing a real test real quick, guys. Okay, put the desktop audio off. Try to put it off again. Okay, we know what's happening here, guys. Keep in mind, we're still running a live show here on a day-to-day basis for you, especially, so we're welcome back. Okay, everything is fixed. Couple shout-outs today here. Let's see what we have in the building. Okay, number one, Aaron Walker. What's happening, brother? Matty, welcome back. Asad Karim, Rafal, Ivy, Erica. There we go. Yes, sir. Snowfall, welcome back, brother. Hope you're doing well, bro. How's everything? Yeah, we're going to do a live stream soon again. An actual live training stream. 4-hour stream soon as well. Gonna be cool. Gonna be fun. What happened with your hand? Yeah, I broke my hand boxing, 3rd round. That's live. Abhishek. Okay. Andrea. Amazing, guys. Let's get started, okay? Number one, we have some news coming along here. As you guys know, very importantly, we always look at some news real quick here. We had the existing home sales coming out negative, yet we pushed up here with the dollar, okay? So we came out negative, the dollar came up eventually still. We're gonna talk about the dollar very importantly today. Core durable goods orders, 22 minutes from now. We might be able to see what's happening with the dollar when this news comes out. Same counts for the initial jobless claims. I think we do have enough time to cover the news of today to also project, see what the dollar is doing, potentially see how we can react to that as well here, okay? Very importantly, take in consideration that this Thursday, okay, very importantly, and tomorrow and Friday, we will have Thanksgiving Day for the United States. So we have 2 bank holidays right here. So I do expect today some more volume, some more volatility, okay? So be aware of the fact that this could happen all today. It's Wednesday, it's the midweek, and we have, of course, a little bit of a different week schedule than usual, okay? So let's dive right away into the dollar. We did bounce, all right? If you guys saw the show yesterday here, we were talking about this 8-hour low, specifically around the 103. This is important to mention, the 103.2, okay? We did close a nice 4-hour bullish candle right here, and we came up. We're now retesting the previous lows of that high, okay? So in this case, we have these lows right here. You see clearly that this level right now, or at least the lows right here, I'm a little bit a mess today. You can see that you clearly reacted from that zone. Now we're pushing back down again. If you zoom in, I do like it though. I do like what I see here, okay? Overall, I'm still relatively, I'm still quite positive of this initial bounce for the dollar. Let's put it this way, okay? What I see here right now at the moment, if you go here to the 2 or 3 hour chart, we have this beautiful zone. We have this expansion here. We are indeed pushing back down, but I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. I do believe that there is a chance that we could make at least one more move back towards the upside. I will tell you exactly in a second why here. But now it gets interesting, guys. And before we continue, let's run a real 15-20 second clip. Don't focus on the audio too much. We're still trying to figure some stuff out here, but it's about the Euro USD. We'll talk about the Euro USD in a second here. If you look here at both highs right now, and we start flipping this particular candle. So this one could potentially turn and flip. I think that could be also an amazing entry for you. Right here, right there, okay? 109.434 on the 4-hour, flip bearish. Potentially looking for further continuation back to the downside right here, okay? Okay, there we go. Beautiful. Very importantly, Euro USD, guys, did it, okay? We did saw that flip here. okay, we did came down, we broke the 109.434, okay? We had all these confluences coming together. We talked about the fact that the 618 Fibonacci, still when we were around this range, was the next target. We were pushing up already a little bit. This is where that parallel channel also peaked. At the same time, we saw the value area low of a previous range in combination with horizontal support and resistance, in this case resistance right here, all coming together. Combine that, and this is where it gets interesting, guys, with beautiful, beautiful closures here, showing that supply wants to take over in the very short term, wants to take over control. So what happened? We set 4-hour flip, entry position, okay? That's where we entered. So number one, 4-hour flip, we did make around a 60 pip move overnight here, beautifully coming back towards the previous range, okay? 60 pip move back to the previous range right here, reacting from it, okay? We posted a message in the Discord as well saying that this is going to be a TP point right here and that we could either throw our stop loss, close our position, or put your stop loss and break even, okay? One of these right here, completely up to you how you actually manage this particular trade. Overall, I do like it a lot here, breaking down, coming back to this previous range, which is also the equilibrium of that parallel channel, which you can see clearly we're reacting from as well here, okay? So beautiful, guys, EUR USD, amazing setup, 60 pip move. I mean, easy money in that sense here. What about the continuation though? Well, this all depends on the way you want to manage your trade here. There is a still chance that, in my opinion, we're going to come back up here. I do see more downside potential for the dollar in the very short term. But the question is, when we come back, how far are we coming back, okay? Are we coming back far enough to push us back down to create some sort of W structure and continue its momentum for a next stride to the upside? That's what we're here to figure out, okay? So this is all a matter of time here in regards to the EUR USD and the dollar. But this is very, very interesting overall, okay? Based upon that here, guys, let's also move into the Euro Index. We talked about the Euro Index right here. Same thing, same confirmation, okay? We had a beautiful consolidation right here, and we did eventually break this low yesterday, okay? That is a clear sign of weakness. Very importantly, consolidation expansion now pulling back, clear sign of weakness right now for the Euro Index, okay? So combine that with that push that we saw yesterday on the dollar index, and we had our move eventually to the downside, okay? Beautiful trade setup, guys. Congratulations if you took this one. Very, very happy to have you here. All right, next up, directly, straight away is, let's see what we have here. Oil, okay, guys? Crazy, crazy move for oil, okay? It's not always rainbow of sunshine here, guys. We talked about the $74, number one entry, okay? You guys know it. We talked about this for, I think, longer than a week. We said, once oil is back at $74, we're gonna buy some oil. So we bought some oil here, and I said, this is important to mention as well, I said I'm gonna buy more at $77 a barrel, okay? That's what I did, all right? So my average order came out at 75.190, got stopped out on break even. So unfortunately, part of the game, but this is what I wanted to do. The reason why I did this way is because I see a long-term, or I have a long-term vision for oil here. I do still expect oil to go back towards the $90 at some point, trying to stack it, trying to get into my swing trade position here. So in this case, what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna wait for oil to come back down here, back towards that range, potentially create and give us another confirmation here, start to consolidate, wait for that consolidation, wait for that expansion, wait for that internal retracement, wait for that continuation. Something in that matter is what I'm gonna do right now for oil, looking for my next particular setup here, okay? So, this one amazing, this one was not so amazing, okay? In this case, I broke even on that trade. Could have been much worse, but unfortunately, we went straight through the $77 in that sense right here, okay? Part of the game, we're gonna see how this turns out here. Still looking forward to a pullback for oil. Now, to be honest, I hope that oil will come down again. That's my personal opinion, to come down again a little bit lower for me to see where I can start taking my new position, okay? So that's oil right here. Now let's dive right away into gold. Because we talked yesterday about gold, I hope you guys remember it. We said, we do not want to trade gold from here. At least I am not interested in trading gold from that particular zone, right around this range. I want to wait either for a daily flip. So let's talk about the daily first here. And number one, a daily candle flip right here, because why? We didn't have a bottom wick on this daily candle, which is still not be filled at this particular moment. I think this is important to mention, but I was not interested in it. We were roughly around in 1987. I said, no, I either want to wait for price to come towards the 2005, or I want to see a daily bearish candle flip for gold here. In this case, what we did was we came back right now to the 2005, okay? So it's important to mention 2007 actually, that we came up a little bit more, that we're now already getting pushed down here. We said major resistance is around that level, okay? We're still unable to break it for some reason at this particular moment. What I do think is important to mention is that I'm still, until I'm proven otherwise, I'm still waiting, guys, for a potential turnaround here. And I'll explain exactly why, okay? Very important stuff. We have to take this one to the 10-year yield. Look at this, guys, okay? Daily level, horizontal support. What are we looking at, okay? Very importantly, price topped out at 5%, extremely high, the highest ever, or no, I think the last time we reached the 5% was in 2006. Okay, so do take that in consideration. Almost 20 years ago, crazy stuff, back at 5%. Now we're already at 4.371. Okay, major support will be, and this is important, back at previous highs right there. Okay, so number one, expansion. Now we're pulling back towards this high, potentially turning this into support here. Okay, negative correlation with gold is confirmed here. So when the treasuries came down, gold shoot up. Okay, very important to mention. So if the treasuries here are gonna find daily support and we're gonna see some sort of reaction from it and gold is in resistance, I'm gonna be extremely careful with looking for long positions for gold because of the fact that the treasuries are then in support, the dollar index is then still in support, reacting good, and gold is still on the daily time frame, guys, back at the 2005 resistance. So I'm still extremely careful here with longing gold right now, even though I know how bullish it could be, but I'd rather break it, pull back, look for further continuation up, than right now trying to look for long setups. I'm waiting for either a candle flip to the downside here, or if you take this to the future chart, literally wait for that pullback one more time, liquidation event here, then start to show internal weaknesses on the lower time frame, get into a quick day trade right here where I'm looking for an internal break of structure to the downside. So one more time to show you guys, I think it's much better to show you this way. There we go. Even with a broken hand, let me try to make it happen for you right here. All right, so number one, what I want to see personally is a breakout, liquidation, looking for weaknesses, pullback, continuation to the downside here. So breakout, lower low, lower high, looking for continuation to the downside, targeting these particular lows right here, coming back towards that previous range. I still think this is a potential scenario for gold here, especially if you combine that with all the other factors such as the treasuries being in support, the dollar as well here. So pure liquidations, this is what I'm looking for right now. Lead people into the wrong direction, gain the last bit of FOMO, and then flip gold right here, okay? Could be perfect around the news as well. Very important stuff. Now the NASDAQ. Let's go on and continue our journey. Two scenarios I had for the NASDAQ, okay? I said number one, either we're gonna break down and we're gonna break below the 1577, okay? Or the 15,750 I said, if I'm correct. 750, yes, exactly. So we broke down, we had this range, then we broke that range. We did something different, okay? This was another way of looking at the NASDAQ right here, and that's pretty much what we always talk about and always will be talking about, that same old pattern, which I love the most here. We call that the magic touch, okay? The consolidation right here. Number one, let me put the chart a little bit to the right here. Consolidation right here, that expansion, okay? Retracement back towards, and I want to hear it in the chat right here, okay? Want to hear it in the chat right now, back towards that same old level we're always looking at, okay? We're looking at three levels here if we look at the volume profile, and that was in this case the value area high, okay? Tapped into the value area high, and now we are pulling back up here. Is it time to long the NASDAQ right now? Is it time to long the stock market? Well, Same thing, okay? Keep a very close eye on that confirmation from the treasuries, okay? Because if the treasuries right now are holding support here at the strong potential daily support that we just talked about, okay? And we actually are gonna hold support here, this is not gonna be beneficial for the NASDAQ. Another layer is again, the volatility index. We talked about this one yesterday here. Volatility index has been coming down, okay? Has been coming down slowly and steadily back towards an extremely important level, which is right now at this particular moment, the 14.2, okay? Very important level to look at is right here, this particular low right now. We are pulling back slowly and steadily. We know that it's Wednesday. We know that we have a bunch of news coming in a second. We also know that we have a bank holiday tomorrow and Friday. So this is quite interesting, the fact that we're right here right now. I will pay very close attention towards this low right here, because if you do react from it and we do shoot up from it, then this is not going to be good for the NASDAQ right here. So in this case, even though we might think, oh, it looks beautiful, consolidation, expansion, retracement, continuation further to the upside here, I want to make sure that you understand that once that happens and the volatility index shoots up and the treasuries find support, that if we take out these highs here, we might be easily able to potentially flip again, okay? So be careful, don't be too greedy right now. It is looking very strong, but we just want to get that extra confirmation from each one of these charts in order to continue our journey with the NASDAQ. I think more information will follow tomorrow. We still have Tuesday and Friday. Hopefully there is still enough volume to trade with, but I want to be patient personally with the NASDAQ before I look for further continuation with an actual trade here, okay? Overall beautiful structure. Again, proof of work, proof of concept, the volume profile, but still, patience sometimes is absolutely key. Okay, next up is the yen basket. We talked about this one yesterday, guys. And make sure, by the way, that if you're new, you smash that like button here, you hit the notification bell, you hit the subscribe here. We're gonna drop a bunch of other formats very, very soon here. My goal is to help you become a better trader, to show you our journey from a day-to-day basis, from a Monday to a Friday, every single day at 8 a.m. EST. I want you to be there. I want to make sure that when you wake up, wherever you are, you watch the show, because I show a bunch of setups here. If you look at the history of the last week, the amount of setups that actually came to life perfectly, you will blow your mind, okay? Yes, I know we've done these amazing long live streams. We're going to talk about this later on. But this is where the magic happens right now, at the moment, okay? Very beautiful stuff. So, yen basket, we talked about it yesterday. We came up. We said, okay, yes, yen basket, we know it from in to out. We came up aggressively here. But we said also that yesterday, once we reached into the value area low, we expected a rejection, okay? And we saw eventually a daily closure below the 6,757 for the yen basket right there, okay? So the daily closure was below. Next channel comes up here, comes up first, flips, turns around as well. Now kind of is pushing back through the middle here. I'm quite neutral. Overall, I do believe that the yen basket is not looking that strong still at this particular moment, fam. Okay, I do think it's important to mention. Take this to the 4-hour chart. Yes, we are now facing some demand here. We have at least some sort of reaction. But I do wanted to highlight to you yesterday that we talked about a couple of different charts here related to the yen. And one of them was the Australian dollar against the Japanese yen, okay? And we said the same thing as we talked about with the NASDAQ here. It's the same old process, and this is what we were looking for. When one currency is weak, we're looking for another currency potentially being stronger, okay? In this case, the Australian dollar was looking very, very good. So what happened was, we came down, we shoot up, okay? Yen weak, Australian dollar strong, perfect combination. What happened? Eventually, around an 88 pip move to the upside. I'm gonna be transparent once again, as always. I missed out on this trade with 5 pips, okay? So I had my entry pretty much set right here at this area of the month. I did not personally get filled. However, still wanted to show you guys because of the directional bias here and potentially the next step, okay? And the next step right here is coming along right now. And I'm looking already at this particular zone right here, 97.351 for the Australian dollar against the yen. I do think that the yen is starting to look very, very good here. Potentially coming back down and then looking for a further continuation. Okay, that's what I'm aiming for. So again, we have that higher high, absolutely fantastic, really, really clean. Higher high, want to look for pullback, want to see reaction. Keep in mind, this is the 4-hour chart, guys. So if we're going to start zooming in, you're going to find higher risk to reward setups where you can find starting at this particular area of the month, still aiming for this particular high right here. Structure is bullish, looking very good. Australian dollar looking very strong. Japanese yen, not really at the moment, okay? So look at the Australian dollar against the yen here, guys. And the last setup I would like to share with you is one more video of Friday's stream to teach you a little lesson here and to see how powerful this actual stuff is. We're using the same tools over and over again for a particular reason. So let's dive into the dollar against the Canadian dollar. So we took it from the daily, we're now at the 15-minute. What are we looking for? Well, I'm going to draw the fixed and joint profile right here for you guys to actually measure the volume of that particular range. Coming along here, beautiful, and giving me the point of control, okay? This is the value area low right here at around 137.484, and then the point of control is right above it at 137.5. So if we pull back, guys, then I'm very interested in looking for a potential short setup right here, coming along back into the point of control eventually. If it's going to happen today, I'm not sure. If it's going to happen tomorrow, on a Monday, then potentially we will take action along here, okay? Okay, beautiful. Dollar Canadian dollar here, guys. Very important stuff. We talked about this Friday stream, okay? We said we wanted to see a pullback either back towards the value area low, point of control, somewhat in a discounted area here, okay? If you take this back to Friday stream, you can watch the whole format pretty much where we talked about the dollar Canadian dollar from the daily time frame to the 1 hour to the 15-minute and so on and so on. In this case, I just want to show you the 15-minute here and let's see what has happened here. Again, we were talking about the 137.496 before it went there. Very important to mention. Let's give it a go right here. Beautiful. We tapped out in that low. We came back 70.5, 79%. All right. Absolutely tapped into that level here. Let me go back here. Guys. Tapped into that level. Anyways, beautiful. Came back. Tapped into the point of control right here. I can definitely see that my hand is broken right now at the moment. Okay. Don't worry about it. There we go. Okay. Tapped into that zone. 137.496 flawlessly. The point of control is extremely powerful. Combine the point of control, guys, with the Fibonacci, the 70.5, 79%, highly confluential zone here. Put it together. You have a spot on entry right here. Consolidation, last time, right here. Expansion, retracement, continuation, lower low. Now it seems like we're trying to push up a little bit here, back towards the point of control once again. However, if you zoom out, we're just on a little bit of a bigger consolidation right now. But I just wanted to show you guys how powerful the fixed phase volume profile is. So if you're interested in understanding this tool better, I have a video on my channel, talked about the only indicator you need when trading gold and forex. You will find a lot more information about the point of control, the value area low, the value area high, how it works and how you can combine this with other confluences. Even when you are a supply and demand trader, horizontal support and resistance trader, you name it. We're going to use this a lot along the show here. I'm going to bombard you with more and more setups and continue our journey here, guys. Okay, that's it for today. Let's close down the chat here real quick with you guys here. Let's see what we have here. Any questions? Let me know right now. This is the moment. Let's do a little Q&A right now. Let me know, guys. What do you want to know here? News in 2 minutes. Yes, we have some news coming. That's a very good point here. Perfect timing. 1 minute to go for the news. I think that's actually a perfect closure. Let's see what the news is doing with the dollar here. I think this is absolutely perfect. Okay, let's make it happen. Gold up or down or for consolidation. Go a little bit back into the stream. We talked about this here. Okay. Very, very nice. 1 minute to go here, guys. Less than a minute to go for the news. Very curious to see what will happen with the initial jobless claims today and the core durable goods orders. Very important to see as well if we actually come out better than expected here for the unemployment claims as well here. And he says it's the setup, always going to be the short, no disrespect. 25, 30 minutes, everything compressed, everything you need to know. If you have paid a very close attention, we have actually more winning trades than we did with the live streams. Funny enough, over the last week when you combine it here. The reason why is because when you're trading live, we'll talk about this in a second here. When you're trading live, usually you tend to go into the lower time frames a lot, tend to force a lot of trades here. In this case, amazing. It's a whole other way of trading. In this case right now, I see the complete picture and I can really focus on giving you the best possible setups on a day-to-day basis every single day, okay? So initial jobless claims came out positive. Durable goods order came out negative. Let's see how the dollar responds to this right now. Let's go to the 5 minute. Dollar is shooting up a little bit. There we go. Dollar is looking good. Gold, 5 minute, coming down. All right, gold is indeed already pushing down from the news here. Okay, let's see how we close in a couple minutes. But like we said here, let's look at the treasuries very importantly. Treasuries are still not at daily support. So as long as we're not in daily support right here, I still think we could at some point get there, okay? Do pay very close attention to that. Overall, we could potentially all find some support at the 4.365 here, which is gonna push gold down. Overall, I think we're gonna stay very neutral based upon the news today, to be honest. I think this is just gonna be a swipe to the downside. I think we could move back up as well for another push down later today. All right? Last thing. Crude oil inventories are coming later today. Going to be extremely important for oil. So in regards to that oil swing trade I was talking about here, I'm going to keep you guys updated in Discord in the method charts, okay? So if you are not in our Discord yet, this is your time to join. Make sure you click on the link in the description, get into the Limitless Trading Academy here, and then today we'll have some more important news about oil. Could potentially be beneficial due to the fact that we're coming down currently at this particular moment here, starting potentially to look for new buys around the $73, $74 again, depending on how we develop, all right? Keep it up, fam. Hope to see you guys tomorrow. 8 a.m. EST. Right now at this particular moment, it's time to head into the beautiful Discord right here with the fam, okay? As always, looking forward to see you there in the V3 trading floor. The V3 is currently closed. Looking forward to see you when it opens up. If you're not in yet here, we're gonna open up very, very soon. More information will follow. Keep it up, guys. Guys, also crushing it in the V3. I'm gonna be there shortly. Peace out, fam. Have an amazing rest of your day. See you back tomorrow. The setup is here for you. Bye-bye.